Hi guys, this is going to be a reading for the sign of Libra for the month of April of 2020. I'm sorry I didn't do a reading for March. I was pretty busy, so I didn't get the time to sit down and do all the signs. However, I did do a timeless reading, a pick a card reading. If you're interested, you can watch that. This is going to be a general reading, so whatever part of your life is most prominent during this time is what's going to resonate. And it might not be for you, it might resonate, it might not, so just feel it out. I'm pretty sure if you know if it's for you pretty early on into the reading. Okay, just a few more shuffles. And 2 and 3. Okay, Libra, let's see what's in your past. Okay. Well, I had 2 cards fly out. I'm gonna keep see your present. Okay. And your influences. Oh. And your obstacles for this month. Funny, Virgo, I think, just had a very similar card in this position. Actually had the exact card in this position. Yeah, outside influences. And best course of action. Okay. And your outcome. Okay. Virgo had a somewhat similar reading to this, so if you have Virgo somewhere in your chart, you might want to check out that reading. But so far, you have the Sun as a crowning card. Okay, guys, so in the past, there's a lot of heated conversations, a lot of heated discussions, a lot of burdens. You might have had a separation with someone. It could have been a fire sign, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. I don't like to really attach signs to cards, because that person could be just taking on that energy during this time. Could have been involved in a really heated, really passionate kind of battle or discussion with someone, but at the present time, but I think you moved on from that, because 10 of Wands, I think you finally let go of those, finally managed to let go of all that burden, and that was a lot of like heavy stuff that you've been carrying from this this connection. And at present time you have the 10 of Coins, so you're definitely either focused on your business, your work, your home life balance, your work life balance. Death, perfect. So this did die off, and now to me this I feel like it's resurrection. You know, you went through this metamorphosis, I can't even talk right now, going from the 10 of Wands into the 10 of Coins, which is a much more higher and more stable energy. You still have the 5 of Wands that is in your influences, so there's still some, either in a conflict, or there's still someone trying to come back and just start fights with you. Yeah, Page of Wands, communication. They must still want to, they must still want to come back and communicate with you guys. Maybe start something new, start little, petty discussions, something that's not really gonna serve you. And your obstacles here you have is the 4 of Cups. So you might be offered something that you don't want, or the offer might come when it's already too late. And that's okay, because you don't need this. And you might be tempted to take it on. I mean, take this offer on, but I don't think that this will serve you at all. Because the outside influences, you also have the temperance, so there might be some air around you of balancing. Two of coins as well. Balancing, just as I was saying, balancing. Two of coins come up. Okay. A lot of back and forth is still going on. You're sort of halfway through into this new cycle. I mean, you just started this new cycle, but like from the past, things from the past always tend to crawl back into our life sometimes. And you need to find that balance and that peace within you. And I would say, you know, in your best course of action here is the Page of Swords. Don't try to be a good guy. I would say this. Don't try to be... Sometimes it's okay to be sneaky. It's okay to be a little naughty. It's okay not to play fair, because whoever this is, they're not playing fair at all. I'm not saying you have to stoop down to their level, but there is a certain wiseness. There is a certain learning curve into being a little impish, to being a little mischievous. You have here the Fool. The Fool was always, to me, is sort of like the kind of person who you need to embrace this energy of just having fun, being sort of like the Joker, not playing by their games, or sort of playing by their games, but not emotionally engaging into that, because quite a lot of negative energy this person brought to you. This person has brought a lot of drama. Like, there's so much drama I'm feeling off of them. Like, they feed off on that. And you don't have to play by your rules and be a goody two-shoes about it. In your outcome, you have the Queen of Cups. This card has been coming out, and the Star. This card has been coming out for so many signs for this month. It's sort of like a signature card, I think. I always have it where for each month that I did a reading for, there'd always be at least one or two cards that are most prominent throughout all the signs. So, guys, be a little naughty. That's what I would advise for you. Whoever is like, you know, it doesn't necessarily need to be a lover. It could be, but it could be a really evil coworker, a friend who turned out not to be a friend to you. But you have a lot of love to give, and you have a lot of wishes during this month. You will have them granted once you kind of let go and embrace this sort of slightly unbalanced, chaotic energy where you just let go of the control, where you're trying to control the situation by being a good person, and you think it's gonna serve you, but it's not. You know, sometimes I'm not telling you to be a bad guy, but it's okay to bend the rules sometimes in your favor, because that's how people are. And if the situation is not serving you, you need to approach it a little bit more wisely and from a just different perspective. Don't try to... Ace of Cups. You might be getting some offers here that are going to be a lot more worthwhile, probably either from your boss or maybe from someone who really wants something something solid with you. Definitely not the person from the past. But I have a feeling if you try to be a little bit more impish, try to be a little bit not quite well, try not to be too square, let's say. People are gonna like that. People like, you know, sometimes we do like naughty children. Sometimes we like people who don't play by the rules. Maybe that's why we admire them in movies. Those good guys that sometimes do bad things in the name of good, things like that. I would really advise you to just let go a little of that control you have over your life, because that's what I feel like you're trying to do. You know, you're trying to, you know, do everything by the book. Just focus on your career, focus on reading, on writing, on working, on making money, and, you know, helping your family, things like that. And just trying to distract yourself when in fact you have a lot of emotions that sometimes you just want to let go of. And I would advise you to do that, do that. Yeah, guys, I think it's going to be a pretty good month for you. So I'm going to end it here. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next month.